This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Whether you're starting a new routine or making picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard, but in life and on Prize Picks, it always feels good to be right. With the high pressure of playoff matchups every weekend and elite hoops action every night, the action never stops on Prize Picks. Let's take control. Football season is winding down, but the fun on Prize Picks is just getting started. Playoff push. After this week, Drake May, all damn day, man, 90% completion, 5 touchdowns, more. New feature alert, Prize Picks has early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out early, winnings before the game even finishes. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Download the Prize Pick app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. What looked to be a blowout early turned into a very, very interesting game. The Falcons hold on and win 27-24. 3 Matthew Stafford interceptions was the big reason why. Bijan Robinson had himself a night tonight, 22 carries, $195, including a 93-yard long, and he had a touchdown rushing and a touchdown receiving, and that was enough as they take those 3 turnovers, turn them into points, and they win 27-24. I am your favorite Unc, and that is my partner and co-host, Liberty City's own Bengals Ring of Fame honoree, a former Pro Bowler and an All-Pro. He's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button. Do us a favor, go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We would like to thank you for your support and your continued support because of you, Nightcap has become the phenomenon that it is. And only because of you, we shall continue to rise. Be even better in 26 than we were in 24, 25. So again, thank you for your support and your continued support. If you're looking to purchase a bottle of Shea by Laportier and you cannot find it in any state or city near you, remember, we have the OG bottle, which is the $7.50. We also now have the $3.75. The same great quality, same great taste, the same smoothness, just in a smaller bottle. It is a premium VSOP, the best tasting premium VSOP cognac on the market. But don't take my word for it. Try it and compare it against others, and you'll see it is the smoothest, best tasting cognac on the market. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Go check out my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84 with 84 being spelled out. That link is pinned in the chat. Again, guys, the game that you watched tonight, the Atlanta Falcons pulls off a shocker with a 24-21 victory over the Los Angeles Rams. But it was Bijan Robinson that had himself a night, and he showed you why he's going to the Pro Bowl. There's a great chance he's going to be a first-team All-Pro because the way he can start, stop on a dime. Hell, Ocho, I thought he was 4-4. That ain't no 4-4 because dude went and got him. He should have had 2 90-yard.
Yeah, absolutely. And before you go talking about the game, I want to talk about Bijan real quick and how specially. And when I look at in NFL history, all the running backs that had the agility, the quickness, the ability to the jump cut, jump start, come to balance, and reaccelerate again, I can only think of 4 who look like Bijan Robinson. I think of Barry Sanders for one. I'm not saying he's Barry Sanders. I'm talking about his style of play, the way he can move. I'm not saying he's Barry Sanders. We got LaShawn McCoy. Who?
Yes.
We got Marshall Faulk, and we got Bijan. Now, for those in the chat that watch football, understand what I'm talking about. I'm not comparing these players at all. I'm saying the style and play in which they run the ball and the abilities that they have when they have the ball in their hands are damn near similar.
He definitely reminds me more of LaShawn McCoy. Barry was more of a 2-foot jump stop guy and keep going. I mean, if you look at Barry, I mean, I've never seen a guy, and you'll probably never see another guy that can do what Barry. I mean, his joints. I'm surprised he ain't got hip replacement and double knee and double hip replacement, Ocho, because you've never seen a guy that can start and stop. I'm talking about he hop, stop with both feet, shimmy, and then take off running again. He was unbelievable. But Bijan Robinson,
Yeah.
boy, you special. I mean, but he reminds you. Let me tell you why he looks like Barry, because Barry can take a 5-yard loss and you forget that it was a loss. You like, man, he shook 6 people. Yeah, but he lost 5 yards. Don't worry about that. Don't even worry about that. It's 2nd and 15, I know. But you see all those guys laying on the ground? He shook them. And that's what Bijan, that 31-yard run, Ocho, 3 guys had him dead to right. One verse, I think, actually had him pulling him down. And how he get out of that, I don't know. I don't know. But they did win this ball game tonight, 27-24. Bijan Robinson, 22 carries, $195, 1 score. And he also had a receiving touchdown in the first quarter of the ball game. And they took an early 21-0 lead, built that lead to 24-3. But the Rams come all the way back. They get a touchdown pass to Ferguson. They get a block kick. Yeah. They score a field goal. Well, they score the field goal first, and then they get the touchdown to Ferguson. Then they get the block kick, and then they get the jet screen to Puka, who gets the ball into the end zone. But the Falcons go down the field, bleed the clock. Almost been a great catch by Puka. Hey, that was unbelievable because it looked like a catch. Ocho, in real until they showed that other angle where the ball actually came loose from his hand. It looked like a catch.
It did. Puka, man, listen. He's been making some unbelievable plays. He's been making some unbelievable catches, and that would have been a dope catch for him to come up with that one. But, I mean, the Rams did this to themselves, huh? Now, listen, the offense that we've seen play all year long, putting up 30, damn near 30, 35 a game they just weren't clicking on. They just weren't clicking tonight offensively. And Matt Stafford didn't make it any easy. He didn't make it any easier throwing. Hell, he had, 5 interceptions?
3 picks.
He had 5 interceptions all season long, and he comes in tonight and he has 3.
Those 3. And look, he overshot and Bates the third got him, runs it back for a pick. But the 3x2 Ocho, he passed off 3 and jumps 2. We just talked about that last week. The guy jumped passed off 2 and jumped 1. So we see that is a very common thing. They're like, bro, they're not throwing you the ball. They looking to throw the ball. They're trying to get me up out of there so they can throw in behind me. I'm going to pass that off, let the safety worry about that. And he did. 31 made a great play. He had 2 picks tonight, which were outstanding. But you said it, Ocho, the Rams don't have anybody to blame but themselves. And it's kind of hard. It's like, no matter what, we're the 5th or the 6th seed. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? It's not like we can't win the division. We can't get a home game. So, it is what it is. Yeah. But you never know. I mean, hey, the 7th seed might make it, and then you're the 5th or 6th seed, and you do get a home game. So you never know what could happen. But the Falcons, and I told you, Ocho, I said, Ocho, the Falcons' defense better than you think now. The defense, they better. I say they can. Floyd and Pierce, they can get after you. Ellis, I like that linebacker. I said they can get after people. Remember how they made Josh Allen look? Didn't they beat the Buffalo Bills 30-0?
Absolutely. Hey, and the back end is really good too. AJ Terrell, Jesse Bates.
Yeah, AJ Terrell played really well. You got Bates the third. Xavier Watts had an outstanding game. They played really well today. Ocho, they called holding. That wasn't no look. I think they ended up scoring anyway, but that wasn't no holding. The lineman was going down. The left tackle go ahead and throws him down, and because Puka made a great, that was a long touchdown pass. I think they ended up scoring on that drive anyway. But this was a game, and Zane Gonzalez made a 51-yard field goal with 25 seconds left, which turned out to be the game winner. The Rams will get the number 5 seed in the NFC if they win against Arizona, which is a home game. And the 49ers lose to the Seahawks. If the Rams lose to the Cardinals or the 49ers beat the Seahawks, the Rams would get the 6th seed. That might not be a bad idea because you get an opportunity to play the Eagles. The Eagles are not as vaunted as they were last year, Ocho. They're not clicking on all cylinders. 17 total yards in the second half. I think Jalen Hurts had 2 yards in the second. I don't think he completed a pass in the second half. Look that up. I don't think he completed a pass in the second half, Ocho.
I think that would be a good matchup, especially in favor of the Rams. The Rams being able to score at will, but it would be a good thing because the Eagles defense will show up. Now, what portion and what part of the Eagles' offense are we going to get that game? Are they going to give us a portion of their offense that we just saw this previous weekend? Then they're going home early.
Well, Devontae will be back. You forgot Devontae been gone the last two
Yes.
games, and he looked good. I mean, he was
Yeah,
warming up
and
on the field. They kept him down.
What? He was moving.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So there's a chance that they keep him out one more time and give him another week.
Right.
So I'm assuming that when he gets back, now the thing is, Ocho, you know hamstrings, they like warm weather. They don't really like the cold. You going outside and feel it. And maybe that storm that hit the Northeast, hit New York and Philly and upstate, all that area, maybe that's blown over by that time. By the time they get there, in 2 weeks, maybe that storm is gone and another one won't blow back in. But yeah, I thought the Falcons played really good today. Cousins didn't have to do a whole lot. He was 13 to 20, 126, one touchdown. But Bijan Robinson, they had 33 carries, 219, and a touchdown, and the one touchdown to Bijan Robinson. But Bijan was sensational today. I mean, what can you say? And I'm glad people get an opportunity to see him because he's had a couple of national televised games. But you get an opportunity to see one of the better backs in the league, and you see how he can catch the ball, he can run it. And if I'm teams, but I'm scared, I'm afraid, Ocho, that he might slip because I really want to blitz him and make him stand and block. But just my luck, I blitz him and he slip out.
And get the ball to him.
He leaking it down.
That's one of the few players you don't want to see in space. No player wants to see him in space. It's not happening.
So, obviously, Kyron Williams ran the ball. He had 13 carries for 92 yards. Didn't have nearly enough. They had 20 rushes, 115. But because they fell behind by so much, it kind of neutralized the running game. They went back to it, but not nearly as enough as Sean McVay would like to call the running game because he likes to do a lot of play action off of the running game, a la Kyle Shanahan and the San Francisco 49ers. They do a lot. Even when they go in motion and they insert the wide receivers, a lot of times those wide receivers are looking to run crosser routes or they're looking to run sail routes. And because you see most times when people motion the wide receiver in and he leads up inside, it's like, oh, here come the run block. But they'll fake it, and then all of a sudden he'll go to the far cross or he'll go to the 7. Yeah. But they didn't get an opportunity to do a lot of that tonight because they fell behind by so much. They turned the ball over. Atlanta capitalized on it. But I am so glad the Falcons won because this thing would have been real. Mr. Blank would have been very disappointed with Raheem had he lost this one.
Absolutely. It's unfortunate, obviously, that the head coach is responsible for losses like that when the onus is on the players. All the coaching can do is they can coach. They can go through the X and O's. They can give the game plan. They can give the scheme. They can tell you what we need to do. And it's up to you. It's up to you to execute it. And when mistakes are made on the field, it's sad that the responsibility is on the coach when it's actually the player that makes those mistakes. That's the part that sucks.
They get a lot of credit when things go well, maybe far too much credit, and when things go bad, they get too much of the blame. But at the end of the day, I try to put you in the best position that I possibly can. Now it's left up to you to go execute those. But give the Falcons, they're still fighting hard. Now you look at them like, bruh, the way y'all play it, ain't no way y'all should be under 500. Y'all should have been. So the last weekend should have come down to you guys and Carolina and Tampa for the division. Not this. Now you guys are playing. Want to finish out strong, be 8-9. Nah. Y'all they got too much talent, Ocho. I mean, when you look at them, look at Bijan Robinson and Aaayyy, you look at the receivers, Mooney and Robinson and Kyle Pitts, Drake London, David Sills the fifth, stepped up tonight. They got too much talent on the offensive side of football, and their defense isn't bad. There isn't bad. They can get after the quarterback. I like Leonard Floyd. I always thought he was good. I like Pierce. Ellis, the linebacker, is really good. They got AJ Terrell. They got good players. If I'm Mr. Blank, I'm giving Raheem an ultimatum, bro. Make the playoffs, and you got to go. It's really that simple, Ocho.
Damn, Monk.
Yeah,
I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're right. This is Raheem's third year,
it's his second year, isn't it? Is it third or second? Because didn't they take? It might be his third year, Ocho.
Third, if I'm not mistaken.
This is the second year because remember they took Penix
Oh,
Jr.
okay, that's right.
last year, which was his
Right.
first year.
Right.
But you look at what they got. They got A.J. Terrell. They got Jesse Bates III, Leonard Floyd, Pierce Jr. They got some guys. Those interior guys are really good. They're not in the names like a Jeffrey
Right.
Simmons. They're not a name like a Chris
Jones.
Jones. They're not a name like that, but they're solid players. Yeah. In that division, Ocho? Yeah. You got to make the playoffs in that division. Because ain't no hell raisers in that division. There's some solid teams, but there are no Rams in that division. There are no Seahawks in that division. There are no 49ers in that division. There are no Eagles in that division. There's no Chicago or the Green Bays in that division. Nah, that's one of the weaker divisions in football, and I expect better than what I got this year. At some point in time, Ocho, we can't keep kicking this thing down the road and say next year and next year and next year. You got enough. He's giving you enough. Now it's time to go make this thing happen.
You definitely have enough to compete. Definitely got enough.
So it's going to be very interesting. The 49ers, if they beat Seattle, they're the number 1 seed. Seattle wins. Seattle's the 1 seed. Those are the only scenarios.
Hey,
those are the only scenarios.
You know the good thing about those scenarios, either way it go, I'm in the playoffs.
Well, if the Bears, if the Eagles win and the Bears lose, the Eagles will go to the 2 slot. The Bears will fall down to the 3 slot, and the winner of the NFC South will be in the 4 slot. So there's still a lot to play for. There's still a lot on the line, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see what transpires. The Eagles got the Commanders. Eagles got the Commanders. The Cowboys got the Giants.
That should be an easy out. I don't mean to be disrespectful for the Eagles. This should be an easy out. You know.
Now, remember they ran the score up on them. They said, we got something for y'all. We see y'all in a couple of weeks. That's what they say, Ocho. I don't know now. That's what they say.
Listen, I know one thing. We can't have the bottom of the offense fall out like it did last week. We can't have that. I'm talking about we. But anyway, you can't go into a second half with 17 yards of offense. You're not going to win that game.
Oh, you talking about the Eagles?
You can't do that.
Yeah, because you definitely want to be playing your best football going towards the playoff,
You
Ocho.
need that momentum. You need that momentum going into the playoff.
Yeah. Yes. I agree. I definitely agree with you. But the Falcons win. They get an opportunity to close out the season on a positive note. If they can beat they got New Orleans, right? Yeah, they got New Orleans. New Orleans. They hate New Orleans. Hate them, and they hate New Orleans. The fans hate each other. Ocho, you would think that this is Baltimore, Pittsburgh, or this is the Cowboys, Commanders. It used to be the derogatory term. The Eagles, Giants. You would think it was one of those. Ocho,
it's bad.
It's bad.
Hey, you got to understand, and I'm just finding out about it. I'm just finding out about it. You know, on Twitter, here I go trying to have everybody come together and have a kumbaya moment. You know, it's a great game. Have Saints fans and Falcons fans sit together and enjoy the game as one. Man, they told me, Ocho, fuck you. I'm like, wait a minute.
And they wasn't very hospitable when Hurricane Katrina hit either.
They wasn't.
That's when they was like, don't bring your ass up here. Go down to Houston or go somewhere. Don't come here.
Yeah.
Man, I was like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's funny.
Y'all can resume that at a later date time. It's been that. It's always gonna be that.
You know what I would love to know? I would love to know the backstory on why the hatred is the way it is. I understand if it's a division game. You have your teams that you love. But it's a real hate when I talk to all Saints fans. I talk to Falcons fans. Like there's no between.
Yeah, they don't like each other for real.
I'm like, well, goddamn, what happened? I need the backstory on why it really is like that.
Ocho, do you think they could have called that? Because to me, it was an armbar offered on Tutu Atwell.
Yeah. You can't do that. Now, when your hand fighting, it's okay, but you behind. If you behind, listen, if you even and your hand fighting, that's one thing. That's fair. You have an opportunity to make a play for the ball, but knowing that you're behind, and the only way what you can do is almost a veteran move too, Unc. You grab it, and
it is.
You hold one hand down the best way you can. But it's hard for the ref who's
whose body is being blocked by the receiver to see it. But guess who's not blocked? That back judge. The side judge might not can see it, but there's a back judge up under the goalpost. That's far enough back there. He can see it, Ocho.
He can see it.
Hell yeah, he can see it.
I think he blocked. I think he blocked off, Unc. I think because you got to think where Tutu, with the way Tutu was going on the deep ball, the ball was over his outside shoulder.
I know it was over his outside shoulder. Remember, it was like this.
I mean, the ref can't see what's going on the other side.
Think about it. If I'm going like this, I'm coming towards you, and I reach. He's got my left arm pinned. So theoretically, if the side judge is blocked, there's the back judge right there.
And you know what? The side judge, is he all the way down the field too? Can he even see that? I don't even think the side judge got a visual.
He should, because they'd be throwing flags out of nowhere from somewhere. Somebody be having yellow flags. Let's get in the stands. But it was great. And I'm not so sure, Ocho, had he caught it, because there was 10 seconds on the clock, I'm not so sure, Ocho, they could have got everybody to the line and killed it to get a chance to get a ball off.
They was out of timeouts already?
Yeah, they was out of timeouts.
That would have been tough.
I don't know, Ocho, if they could have got down there in 10 seconds. Them linemen?
Hold on. That's another thing. The NFL might need to go back. Why don't you allow people to at least get themselves set before you start?
Nah, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Tick, 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 tick. I'm letting that clock run. Tick, 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 tick. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, I think that's unfair. You should at least give the team an opportunity to get to the ball. Once the referee sets the ball, and then let the clock go.
The clock's going regardless. See, you try to get them old college rules.
Yeah. Just give y'all.
Drake May just took a big lead in the MVP updated odds across all sportsbooks. Drake May had a total of 2 incompletions in Week 17. Meanwhile, Matthew Stafford threw 3 interceptions. Matthew Stafford now has updated. He has 42 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Drake May has 34 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. But he was exquisite yesterday, and everybody saw it. And Matthew Stafford, everybody saw the 3 interceptions. So unless something, and I'm trying to think, who did the Jets play? The Dolphins? Jets played. No, I mean the Patriots played the Dolphins. Played the Dolphins. Yeah, the Bills got a bye week.
You know what I did too yesterday, Unc? I don't know
What'd
if it
you
was
do?
yesterday when we asked about who would be the MVP, and I chose Matt Stafford. But what Matt Stafford is doing, he's supposed to be doing that. We've seen him do that before.
Yeah.
And I want to change my pick, and not because it's a nice performance, it's because I look at the body of work that Drake May has put over throughout the entirety of this season. And how he's put the Patriots on his back. And the reason, honestly, the sole reason why they're in contention this year and having a chance at going to the playoffs and playing for Lombardi Trophy in absence of Tom Brady is because of him. Not because of not because of Josh McDaniels, not because of Mike Vrabel, but Drake May, because he's the one that has to make those decisions with the ball, and he's done extremely well at protecting the ball and making the most of all his opportunities.
He's played extremely well, but I think we can't say enough about what Josh has done and Josh's ability to get on that wavelength. The quarterback, he understands the quarterback. He always plays to his quarterback strengths. We saw this when he had Tom Brady, and then you saw I think that was Bill O'Brien there, because had already left. Charlie Weiss. And I think Bill O'Brien was there then. Wasn't Bill O'Brien the OC in 2008 when Matt Castle came in?
After Tom tore his knee?
Yeah. I think Bill O'Brien was there. Yeah, he was. Because remember when they went to the Super Bowl and lost.
He was the wide receivers coach in 08, QB's coach in 09 and 2010, and then the OC in 2011.
Yeah. Yeah, Bill O'Brien was the head coach, wasn't he? I mean, the OC. Yeah. But you look at what he's been able to do with the quarter. When he had Mac Jones looked really, really well, went to the Pro Bowl. They went to the playoffs. Then all of a sudden, no, it wasn't all of a sudden. Josh McDaniels got the head coaching job in
Oakland first. Oakland first.
And instead of Coach Belichick hiring somebody, because look, Coach Belichick always he rarely goes outside. Normally, the people that he hires from within. If you go back and study his history, Bill O'Brien was already on the staff. And everybody that he hires is already on his staff. Rarely does he go outside. Right. And that's why he had Matt Patricia and Joe Judge take over the OC job when he should have gone outside. If you didn't trust somebody that was already on your staff, you can't hire a special teams coach and a defensive coordinator all of a sudden to be co-offensive coordinators and being a young player there. You just can't do that. But Matthew Stafford, he definitely hurt himself tonight. It reminds me of the situation that Patrick Mahomes was leading in the MVP race, and they played the Atlanta Falcons, and they won, but Patrick Mahomes did not play well, and Aaron Rodgers threw like 3 touchdowns and took over the lead, and he ended up winning the MVP. So we might have a very, very similar situation on our hands. 63% of the chat is taking Drake May for the MVP. 37% is taking Matthew Stafford. Ocho, and NFL agents say the biggest story of the offseason could be the Ravens trading Lamar Jackson. The biggest story in the offseason is going to be Lamar. That's going to be crazy. According to The Athletic, the agent loved Minnesota as an under-the-radar destination. The Vikings would send J.J. McCarthy. Don't you do that. They don't want him. As part of the deal, giving both quarterbacks a fresh start. Jackson on artificial turf and a dome, look out. McCarthy with Harbaugh, work well. No, send him to San Diego. If Minnesota said, okay, if y'all want to trade, we'll send him to his old core. That's John. That's not Jim. Right. But anyway, Ocho, McCarthy with a Harbaugh worked well in Michigan, whereas the coach is Jim, not John. No-ish. Lamar being traded could be similar to the Mavericks trading Luka Doncic. The agent said the Mavericks were complaining about Luka's toughness, taking care of his body, work ethic. Luka gets moved. He loses all that weight. He gets in shape, and now he has a new lease on life. Lamar might be the same. The key difference from Baltimore's standpoint is that the Ravens, unlike the Mavericks, would be getting strong value in return. No, they're not.
What strong value? What strong?
Man, y'all need to stop. At least Anthony Davis, Ocho, was an all-NBA selection, an all-defensive selection. He is a top 75 player, and he didn't win a championship. What the hell has J.J. McCarthy done in the NFL?
Okay, I see where you're going with that. Listen, I like the move. Anytime, I'll say this. Anytime there are rumblings when it comes to a player of this magnitude, there's always a little truth to it. Yeah, yes. Where there's smoke, there's fire, And if he's going to get traded, I mean, I like the destination of Lamar actually coming home and the Dolphins being able to rebuild and doing what they need to do. Minnesota, that's a nice destination as well. You pair goddamn Lamar Jackson with one of the better receivers in the league and Justin Jefferson and Addison and Hockenson. That would be, oh, hell no. That would almost be unfair. Either way.
But I don't want J.J. McCarthy. That people talk about, oh, that's great value. That ain't no great value.
Who said it was great value, huh?
I guess the agent that's doing all this talking.
Yeah. He don't know. Hey, he probably needs his eye check. That's all. That's all. He needs his eye check. But I don't know.
But what I don't get, Ocho, he also said, and he finished up with this: if Lamar were put on the block, even quietly, you are a team that is not established at the quarterback. You do whatever it takes to get him. Ocho, they had an opportunity. Now, this is not to say the Ravens wouldn't have matched, but he had a non-exclusive. You could have had Lamar Jackson for 2 first-round draft picks. You could have had him. Now, again, that's not to say the Ravens wouldn't have matched. Think about how many people needed quarterbacks 3 years ago. All these teams that have drafted quarterbacks, whether it's Atlanta, whether it's Carolina, whether it's Houston, whether it's the Saints, the Giants. I mean, it's more than a half the league needed a quarterback, and nobody took him, and he was an league MVP at the time. So I'm confused.
I mean, he wasn't going nowhere regardless, huh? He wasn't going there regardless. Even if the Ravens had the match, which is what they would have done, Lamar Jackson was their identity. Lamar Jackson was their team. He was the face of their franchise. There was nowhere else they can go that would make a difference.
Can you imagine him in Atlanta on that turf? In that city, Ocho?
That's
what I said, man.
I had to take my glasses off, boy. Man, listen. Hey, Drake London with Bijan, with Kyle Pitts, with that defense. I'm not saying they're the Eagles defense. I'm not saying they're the Broncos defense, but they're good enough.
I don't know. I don't know if they get Lamar, they're going to be able to get Bijan, because they're probably not going to be that bad to be able to be that high up.
Okay.
Get it.
Ooh, that A.
So that would have been, boy. Can you imagine him in the backfield, Lamar and Bijan?
Hey, think about them two running RPO.
Zone read.
Man, stop playing.
But you know what? I like Bijan. Bijan as an eye back. If you notice, most of his stuff happens in the eye. If you go back and look at Ocho, if you look at Saturday game, what formation did they have King Henry in?
Oh, he was back there 7 yards, heels on the line, straight downhill with Pritchard right in front of him most of the time. Hey, Pritchard looking like Lorenzo Neal.
You talking about Richard?
Oh, my bad. I said it wrong. My bad.
Yeah, it's all good. Hell, people don't realize he's 300 pounds moving like that. That fullback weighs 300.
What?
Yes.
Hey, he got
Patrick Richard. Yes.
That's a well put together 300, because he don't look nothing like that.
I know he don't.
Richard.
They don't really throw it to him. See, they don't use him like they use Kyle Juszczyk and San Fran. Right. San Fran, they'll throw him a screen. They'll throw him the ball down the field. He go down the field and catch it. Like, hold on, how you get your It's kind of to a similar play we used to call F2 split, where the fullback fake it, get up the field, and they throw it to him behind once the linebacker step up. But they throw it to Kyle Juszczyk going down the field. But look, this might be a lot of talk, like you said, Ocho. There's a little truth even in a lie, and maybe we're gonna find out. We just know this: they're gonna have to do something. They're not going to let him play on that $70+ million cap hit next year. They're going to do something. This team is going to look different next year than it does now. It is an absolute must. Other than getting Lamar Jackson contract under control, whether you extend him or whatever the case may be, you've got to get pass rushers. All you have to do is look at last night's game. When they couldn't get to the quarterback, you end up having a score of 42-30.
And I got a question for you too. What if, to be able to get the pass rushers, what if you want to get the pieces that you need to do and you end up letting Lamar go somewhere else to have the cap room to do just that?
That defeats the purpose.
But then that puts you further behind, because then offensively, where you go from there?
Exactly.
Where do you go from there? Because you're not going to get you're not going to get another Lamar Jackson.
No, you're not going to get an equal quarterback to Lamar.
Close. Because the ones that would be equal to that are the elite number one quarterbacks on other teams.
They're dug in. They're not going anywhere.
Not.
My problem is that the problem that I've had with this year's team is that Derrick Henry should have had damn near 1,900 yards again.
Yeah. Well, he ain't that far.
Look at when they give him the football, 20-20. The man carried it 36 times, and he wasn't tired.
No.
You do realize he's like 30+ yards away from 1,500.
Yeah.
And people are like, he had a quiet. Think about it. He was like 70 yards away, almost 80 yards away from 2K. He's already gotten a 2,000-yard season on his belt. Then he gets a 1921 the first time there. Now he comes back. He's at almost 1,400. Yeah. Now we know the Steelers are stout against the run, and they're going to do everything they can to try to take that away. But I don't care. Take it away.
I meant to say that yesterday too, especially when you had me so upset about your thought process on starting Huntley. I forgot to say. I'm like, wait a minute. Well, you can give him the ball 30 times a game, and do what you did last week, but you also playing the goddamn Steelers defense that you're not finna just impose your will on and run up and down the field like you want to. Now
No, I think he had about 70 yards last time they played Ocho.
Yeah. Them boys coming down here and they coming to the party now.
But the problem is that it's just hard, Ocho. You know it's hard when you pay a quarterback that kind of money to turn to say, okay, well, we just hand the ball off. When you got a Joe Burrow, when you got those guys like that, it's just hard because I paid you all this money to do what, Ocho? Throw the football.
Yeah.
But see, I think the problem that we're running into, that you run into, do we think any less of John Elway because he had Terrell Davis?
No.
We don't. He won the bowl. Everybody says John Elway won 2 Super Bowls. He was the MVP in his last one. Let that sink in. So if Lamar has to hand the ball, if Derrick Henry has to run him to a championship, or if James Cook runs Josh Allen to a championship, so we're going to hold that?
No, absolutely not.
We don't hold that against Troy Aikman. We don't hold against Terry Bradshaw because he had Emmitt Smith and Terry had Franco Harris. We don't hold that against him. But now all of a sudden now, if a quarterback, an elite quarterback, has a nice running back, well, he got carried. Do you realize? I mean, go back and look at the Steelers and look at what they had defensively and offensively. A Pro Bowl center, a Hall of Fame center, a Hall of Fame running back, 2 Hall of Fame receivers, 5 Hall of Famers on defense, and a Hall of Fame owner and a Hall of Fame coach. But don't nobody say he got carried. Look at what Emmett had. Michael Irvin is in the Hall of Fame. Larry Allen is in the Hall of Fame. Emmitt Smith is in the Hall of Fame. Charles Haley is in the Hall of Fame. Deion Sanders is in the Hall of Fame. Darren Woodson is on the ballot to be in the Hall of Fame. Nobody says these guys got carried.
And you know what?
John Elway, Shannon Sharpe's in the Hall of Fame. Gary Zimmerman's in the Hall of Fame. Terrell Davis is in the Hall of Fame. Steve Atwater is in the Hall of Fame. Nobody says 7 got carried.
It all depends on you.
But we want to because we want to devalue the guy, because we want to keep our guy up here. We'll devalue that guy.
By making
the hell with y'all.
By making up a reason on why.
Right.
Wow.
Ain't nobody look. Saquon. Ain't nobody. Jalen Hurts did that. He threw. Yeah, it's nice to have a running game, but ain't nobody talking about no carrying. Man, y'all got to stop this. Go back and look at the game, the Super Bowl that Peyton won, and see how many yards they rushed for. Go back and look at it.
That was I forgot who. That was Edge. Who was the running? Edge was the running back. Yeah.
No, Ed. They had traded
Joseph
Edge.
Adai.
Joseph Adai and what's the other guy name? They had almost 200 yards rushing against the Bears. We got to stop this. It's okay. At the end of the day, I'm trying to win. I don't care who get the credit. They like, man, you ain't do nothing in the Super Bowl. I got a ring. And they got just as many diamonds as John's got. It got just as many diamonds as TD's got. My ring got just as many diamonds as Ray's got. And all 3 of those guys were the MVPs. My ring just as big as theirs. Well,
wait, you got your ring in there with you?
They had the safe deposit box in Atlanta.
I want to see. You know, I ain't never seen no Super Bowl ring. I won a few of them on Mad, but
Dominique Rhodes of the Die. That's who it was.
I remember Dominique. And I ain't never seen no Super Bowl ring up close. I want to see it.
But it ain't them things. Them things so big now, Ocho.
Oh, you're small?
Yeah, they like normal size. I don't know when they got. You remember those rings, those 3-finger rings?
Yeah. Back in the 80s.
I don't know when they started making Super Bowl rings that big, but that's what they are now. And I think each year, because somebody's like, oh man, you see the Patriots? Man, the Patriots ring this big. Well, I got to be bigger than theirs. And they say, man, you saw the Patriots? Man, you saw the Chiefs? The Chiefs like, I got to be bigger than the Patriots. And then you get the Rams say, I got to be bigger than the Chiefs. And you get the Eagles say, I've got to be bigger than the Rams. So, I mean, pretty soon, Ocho, pretty soon they going to get a medallion. They're going to be looking like Flavor Flav about that thing.
Hey, I'm gonna get me a ring made, Give me a ring mayor.
Well, you go to Jason Beverly Hills. What I think there's only like that I can call off the top of my head. Jostens, Balfour, because Jostens and Balfour used to do class rings.
Okay.
Now most everybody when they go to get rings, be it NBA, WNBA, NHL, they go to Jason Beverly Hills.
Yeah, Jada made when I was playing, he made a couple of pieces for me.
Yeah, I got a couple of pieces from Jay. He's a good dude, man. I like it. John Harbaugh announced today it's to be determined whether Lamar Jackson can play Sunday night against the Steelers, which will crown the AFC North champ. Harbaugh said he's coming off a very serious injury and he's working at it. I think we'll know a lot more Wednesday. James Harrison had some interesting thoughts on Lamar Snoop Huntley debate. Let's take a listen to what Debo had to say on Debo and Joe early this morning.
And right now, I hope Lamar comes back, bro. Because I would rather you don't want him Huntley, to be because Huntley can get a gear right now that Lamar Jackson can't get to or is afraid to get to because he's going to pull something. And I also think that with Lamar in there, we're going to have a better chance of winning simply because the Ravens, I feel, would be stupid enough not to give Derrick Henry the ball 35 to 40 times.
I like what he said. I like what he said. And
you like what he said, but when I said that last night, you ain't like it.
Hold on. I like what he said, but that's not going to happen. What's the first thing I said? If Lamar is healthy, he's going to play. Matter of fact, nobody's healthy this time of the season, right? Lamar has a back contusion with that knee that went to his back, right? So whatever he needs to do, he's playing his last game. Who gives him the best chance to win? Having Lamar Jackson at quarterback. If Lamar Jackson plays, right? And then you have to worry about the threat of Derrick Henry as well. And you have to worry about the threat of Lamar Jackson and his legs. Even if it's Lamar Jackson at 70%, he still can be efficient and do things that other quarterbacks can't do. I think it's okay. Use that formula because you know Lamar's hurt. What do? We're going to put the onus of the offense on Derrick Henry's shoulders instead of Lamar Jackson. I mean, as a coach,
but if that's the case, why not go with a healthy guy? Give me Lamar since he's been back his rush totals because he's running for a career low. He was averaging 50+ yards a game.
You do have to understand Lamar is a throw first quarterback now. He's not just dropping back. My first read not there.
I'm not worried about it. I want him to do that.
And then taking off.
Let me ask you a question. As the defensive coordinator, you more concerned about his arms or his legs?
Both, because he's improved hell as a passer. He just threw for 41 and 5 last year. What are we talking about?
I'm just saying I'm more concerned about his legs.
Because he's a threat there as well. But this is the same quarterback that just threw for 41 touchdowns and 5 last year.
Yes.
He had Aaron Rodgers in his prime numbers.
Okay. In 12 starts this year, Lamar Jackson is 6-6. He's thrown for less than 193 yards per game, which ranks 24th among quarterbacks with at least 10 games played. His 340 yards rushing is a career low. And filling in for Jackson, Huntley has won both of his starts, beating the playoff Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. In those starts, Huntley has completed 79% of his passes, 293 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's also run for 113 yards in 2 starts. Now one guy in 12 starts have a 340 yards rushing. Another guy in 2 starts have 113 yards rushing. And he ain't beat no pushovers because I know what you want to say. And Chad, I know what y'all want to say. Are the Chicago Bears any good?
Hey, are they good? They are great.
No, I'm just saying. It's a rhetorical question.
Great. Like Tony the Tiger say, they're great this year. Yeah.
So it's a rhetorical question, though, Joe. It ain't for you to answer. So, hey, Chad, are the Bears any good? Or do we think the Green Bay Packers are any good? Right. That's all I'm saying, Ocho. I'm looking at it like since he's been back, I don't know if he's afraid to, and I think he's afraid to run, Ocho, because he knows that hamstring is not 100%. And Ocho, you know when you got a hamstring, you ain't finna open up. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Anybody that say you gonna open up when you got something tweaked has never had anything tweaked. Because if you had it tweaked, nah, son. Hey, son, you got to get it, bro. This all I got. Ain't no getting. So it's gonna be it's gonna be very interesting to see. And I think the thing is, the biggest thing, look, sometimes you have to save us for ourselves, Ocho, because like you say, we play football. We want to play. We want to play. That's in us. I want to be there for my guys. But I think Lamar's going to have to be honest with himself. If the rubber needs to meet the road and I need to open up, will I be able to open it up? See, Ocho, but see, they used to have a thing, Chad, anybody that's my age or a little older, you know, they used to have a stop, like in your car, Ocho, you could only mash the pedal down so far before it would stop. Yeah, you could only mash it down so far before it would stop, Ocho. But you know, we got slick. We take it out. Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, so that's the question, because they only wanted the car to go so fast. That's also why they got that little mechanism right there, Ocho, where the car hit that thing far as it go, that's far as it go right there. But see, then guess what they say? You know what? They want to go faster. I want something to run out of numbers. I don't know where it stopped. Go back round to 10, 15.
Hey, that's tough, boy. That's tough. Matter of fact,
but that's why you're the head coach. That's why you make the decisions. You're gonna have to assess this in practice. You have to look at him in practice, Ocho, and see. And it's hard because I don't want to wait. When I go to the gym, Ocho, I don't really be doing no warming up. Them reps count. I go in the gym and get right up under something and start lifting. Jordan take about 45 minutes to warm up. I say, man, them reps, they count. I got like 60 reps in me. If I warm up for 20, I got 40 reps. I ain't doing all that. No, I'm good to go. I get in there, hey, I'm good. Get me, hey. So that's the thing is, Ocho, I don't want him to do anything that'll jeopardize it or aggravate it or irritate. Aggravate means to make worse. Irritate means to bother.
Yeah. I just don't.
Like a gnat, like a fly, Ocho. It's irritating, bothersome. Flies, they don't make things worse. They ain't nothing gonna be.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't like the discourses with Lamar having a down year, having injuries to deal with, and now we hear rumblings coming out of the facility and the organization and about trading and just stuff like that. It just shouldn't come about, because you would never hear anything like that about Patrick Mahomes. You would never hear anything like that about Joe Burrow or Josh Allen, any of these other top tier quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson is.
Yeah. Well, you see, Josh, didn't Josh get that money? You see, Josh got his money because remember they said they was going to take care of this. Lamar don't need to worry about anything. So I don't know if that was in the back of his mind, Ocho. He saw what Josh Allen got. Josh Allen got paid, got $265 million fully guaranteed, 303, guaranteed, whatever the case may be, Ocho. And I don't know if maybe that was in the back of his mind. Maybe like, oh, bro, y'all told me y'all were going to take care of me. I wasn't going to be in this situation, but yet.
Hold on. And this is the thing about it. If you don't want to take care of him, go ahead and let him go. Somebody else will. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Absolutely. So we're gonna find out. We'll know more. Tomorrow is an off day. Nobody really doing anything then. But as Wednesday and Thursday, we'll see how he's progressing. They'll start saying Lamar, they're probably not going to have Lamar do a whole lot while practice is open. The media is there. They normally come the first 15 minutes of an open practice, and then they have to get out of there. So they won't. The media will not have a really good indication of what's going on. But we'll see Friday, and as it wanes down later in the week, as it moves closer to Sunday, we'll see what they're saying.
Damn, man.
Adam Schefter estimates the Steelers-Ravens upcoming NFL season finale will have a broader implication on John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin's job security. Schefter said today somebody's going to lose that game, and somebody's going to lose. And when somebody loses that game, we heard the Steeler fans chanting "Fire Mike Tomlin" earlier this year. We've heard Ravens fans saying should be a conversation about John Harbaugh after the season. One of those fan bases is going to be unhappy. Schefter says in the realm of possibility that Mike Tomlin leaves the Steelers with a loss on Sunday and does TV next season or coaches somewhere else in 2026. Ocho, I don't see a scenario in which Mike Tomlin leaves and goes into TV, but what do you think is going to happen? Like you said, somebody's got to lose.
Somebody has to lose. Honestly, Unc, I don't see Mike Tomlin. One thing the Steelers have never done, the Steelers have never fired anybody. They've never fired anybody. If I'm not mistaken.
Well, not anybody since 1969.
Yes, and I don't think it's going to happen now. It's never been a part of what they do. Now Harbaugh on the other instance. I mean, are the Ravens closer to winning with Harbaugh at the helm? Do they need another voice, like you always say, in that building? Mm-hmm. Maybe so. I'm not sure how they feel about him. There's so many different things that need to go right for the Ravens now for them to get back in contention and be able to compete, for Lombardi, year in and year out. But one, you got to get your quarterback situation right.
I'll be honest with you, Ocho. I don't think either's close. Huh? I don't think either's close to winning the Super Bowl.
No. But listen, changing coaches put you further behind the 8 ball. It don't put you no closer. You tear it down and build it back up.
Let me ask you a question. Did it move Chicago closer or further away?
What did they have in place? What's the one important piece of every team?
You say they got Lamar Jackson. You say they got it, what they need. Well, damn. I need you to make up your mind. Either Lamar is that or he isn't.
Hey, yes, he is that.
Okay, then. So maybe
the quarterback is going to do what?
I didn't say we're talking about coaching. We don't move past that.
Okay. Well, yeah, changing the coaching. Well, hell, Harbaugh don't play defense. He don't play DB, and he definitely ain't no defensive end. Y'all, you know what pieces your team need to be able to compete, and they don't have it right now. They just don't.
I don't think either team is close, and I don't think either team is close with the coaches that they have.
How about this? What you think about Brian Flores coming to Baltimore?
Who's going to be his OC? Do I think me personally, they need personnel. They need better personnel on defense. They need a right guard, but they need defense out the yin yang. Could they use another receiver? Yeah. They need a big. I mean, I don't know what happened with Rashad Bateman this year. He is a bigger receiver. But they need a big receiver. Mm-hmm. Watch, Kansas City's gonna go get a big receiver.
Well, God damn, Kansas City got a slew of them boys over there, huh? I mean, we talked about Rashee Rice last year like he was the second coming of
Ain't got a huge catch radius. When you got guys 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", Ocho, how big is the catch radius?
Rashee Rice, he tall, ain't he? I thought he was like 6'4", 6'5".
Man, please.
He's not that big. Oh, on TV, I ain't never seen him in person. Them boy,
how tall is Rashee Rice? Is Rashee Rice 6 foot?
He look tall as hell on TV.
No, he don't look tall to me. They say he's 6'1".
Okay. So he 4 inches.
But how tall is Hollywood?
Okay, Hollywood short. Zay short. I mean, I see them all the time. They from the crib.
Mm-hmm. How tall is Juju? Is Juju 6 foot tall?
Nah, Juju not tall either.
Say Juju 6'1".
Shoot, I'm 6'4". They could bring me back.
I think I might be able to outrun Juju though.
Juju never a burner, Unc. He ain't no burner.
So if he wasn't a burner 8 years ago, how fast is he now?
A little bit slower, a tad bit. He might not know it.
Oh, he knows it. You know.
Hey, if these teams need a weapon, man, I'm always available. I'm always available.
I look at it like this here, Ocho. If a team can fire Bill Belichick with 6 Super Bowls and 10 Super Bowl appearances, God dang it, they can fire Mike Tomlin and John Harbaugh.
About that. Listen, when you use that analogy, you use that perspective, for better context, that's a possibility. But you got to understand, what message are you sending your team, your players, and your fans when you say, you know what, we letting Harbaugh go? We letting Mike Tomlin go. We starting all the way from scratch.
Let me ask you this: when we throw furniture out and put new furniture in, what messages you sending?
Well, you ain't got the furniture to bring in. How about that? You ain't got no furniture.
What you mean?
What furniture you gonna bring in?
A new coach's furniture. Damn. Are you listening?
You got new furniture, but still got the same people sitting on it? Well, shit. Yeah, what's gonna be the difference?
Yeah, you the same people. When your grandma got a new couch, it got the old couch, you and Chauncey would still had your ass on the couch.
Hell nah. Hey, I tell you what, like all jokes aside, the Ravens organization, the Steelers organization, they have some tough decisions to make. I'm very, very very tough ones. And honestly, for me, the fact that the way Lamar is being done, because he's had this one injury prone season, and the stuff coming out about him that we knew nothing about, and all of a sudden people that are not in that building, they all of a sudden know about it, means it's coming from inside the house, So, at that point, I would much rather him have new scenery, go somewhere else, and start over.
I give you a prime example. Look at Andy Reid. They fired Andy Reid in Philly. Yeah. He went to Kansas City. Now he's the Hall of Fame. Now you can make a case that he's a top 5 coach in the history of the game. Absolutely. Jeffrey Lurie had to say, you know what? Mm-hmm. You've taken us as far as we can go. Maybe Mike Tomlin and John Harbaugh is taking these teams as far as they can take them. Maybe it's somebody else need to navigate. And that's okay. Yeah. I'm not saying they're bad coaches, but maybe it's just time for a different voice to be heard in the locker room.
Damn. Hey, you hear that? Time for a new voice.
It's an outlier. Everybody's an outlier. So what was Tom Brady? Tom Brady, he's an outlier. Let me get this right. Peyton Manning, he's an outlier. Of course they're outliers.
But I'm just saying.
So what, you just hold on to him. I guess it sounds good, though. Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season. I thought the job was to win. I thought the job was to win and win championships. So, in the last decade, how close have the Steelers come to winning a championship? Realistically, let's be honest. Making the playoffs just because you make the playoffs, come on. Because they've lost the first round every time in the last decade. So, realistically, how close have they been? I'm waiting on you, Steeler fans.
Hey,
I know y'all black and yellow and all that, the terrible towels. How close, Steeler fans, realistically, in the last decade, have you been to winning a championship?
You know you got affiliation over there in Baltimore, huh? You played there. You won a ring there. You know that.
But I'm realistic. Yeah. I was realistic with the Broncos.
You don't even see where I'm going with it, though. If that opportunity for a head coach position open up.
No, hell no.
Can you imagine that, Coach Sharpe?
Nope.
Coach Sharpe.
I don't want no part. I like talking about football. I don't want to look at no tape. I don't want to look at tape and try to evaluate players and bring players in and none of that. But I'm good.
Exactly, I got my time. You know exactly what you're looking for. You know exactly what you need.
I do.
You might be the perfect person for the job. And that's the problem. God
What I looking for, Ocho? Something about 5'6", 5'7", 5'8" with some hugger jeans? No. I mean, no. That's what I'm trying to evaluate. I mean, since you say I know what I'm looking for.
Hey. Okay. How long before you off probation?
I got about 30 days.
30? Are you good? Mm-hmm. You good. Hey, but listen, I'm first one on board, Lamar. I know Lamar might be watching, honestly. It's so funny. All them boys be tuned in, and they don't even but they don't type nothing in the chat. They be tuned in.
Ocho, insane stat, the Steelers are winless, 0-4-1 in the last 5 games versus teams entering with 8+ games below 500, tying the longest streak in NFL history. In 2020, they lost to the Bengals, who were 2-10-1. In 21, they tied the 0-8 Lions. In 2023, they lost to the 2-10 Cardinals. In 23, they lost to the 2-10 Patriots. In 25, they lost to the 3-12 Browns.
Hey, you think Sterling want to coach?
What?
No.
Bro, I can't get him to come on once a month. You talking about coach.
I'm just saying that, hey, you're a brilliant mind when it comes to the game. And I'm telling you, you are probably what not only the NFL needs, but the players in today's game need. Giving them players, listen, it's a different era, but you coming in with your old ways and mixing that and balancing it in moderation, allowing them to have a little structure and discipline. I'm telling you, you keep denying God's calling, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
I come be your assistant.
Nah, I'm good. I don't watch enough tape as it is. I ain't got time for guys to coming in late because I don't do the excuse thing.
They're not gonna come in late with you. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I think the thing is because I had to learn. I had to learn with Club Shay Shay because I'm taking the interview. They say 1 o'clock. They say 12 o'clock. Okay, 12 o'clock. We starting. 12:15, 12:30, 1:30.
Oh,
1:30, 2 o'clock.
Famous people, them famous people be on their own time. They ain't got no regard for nobody else's time.
They the one that set the time up.
Yeah, they got.
How you set the time up and late?
Do hair and makeup and all that. You notice when we did our Club Shay Shay, you notice I was there 30, 40 minutes early.
I wouldn't go quite 30, 40 minutes early, but you were on time.
30, 40 minutes early because I was outside smoking a cigar. I beat you there.
Yeah, I said it was gonna be at 1 o'clock. I got there at 12:45,
and I got there at 12:10 because I knew I wanted to smoke and drink my coffee outside. Yeah, see, I be on time, like my God, on time. Well, that was a ball.
Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh told reporters that quarterback Justin Herbert will not start Sunday versus the Broncos. With that news, Nightcap fans want me to read the list of the quarterbacks that the Broncos have defeated in 2025. Cam Ward, Jake Browning, Jalen Hurts, Justin Fields, Jackson Dart, Dak Prescott, Davis Mills and C.J. Stroud. They knocked C.J. Stroud out. Geno Smith, Patrick Mahomes, Marcus Mariota, Kenny Pickett, Geno Smith, Jordan Love, Chris Oladokun, and Trey Lance. 2BD. Guess who else beat those teams?
Who?
Beat Cam Ward, all the teams in the night. Hell, ain't none of them teams in the playoff. So guess what? Everybody else beat hell out of them too. So y'all make it seem like we the only ones.
Oh.
But I mean, look, Justin Herbert is one of the most sacked quarterbacks. I think he's top 3 in sacks. Do you really want him facing the Broncos?
No. But again, even if you are facing the Broncos, as good as he is, as good as that defense is, every Sunday, anybody can win. You never know. I haven't when you look at the Broncos this season, how many times have the defense had a bad game? Not very many.
They had against Jacksonville.
That's the only one I can think of.
Yes.
Outside of that, they showed up at every game.
Mm-hmm. So they can get at your quarterback. That's one thing they can do. They can get at your quarterback. Now, obviously, they're going to be looking at. I don't think they'll attack Trey Lance because he got legs. Last thing you want to do is a guy running around out there to do things. So they'll probably play it like they kind of played the Chiefs. Guy that had legs that they didn't come get him. Marcus Mariota. They played it conservative. So it's going to be interesting. Justin Fields, they came and got him. Jalen Hurts, they got him.
Yeah.
So Aaron Glenn's job with the Jets is not safe after the team's disappointing performance to end the season, per Armando Salguero. Ocho, we had a conversation last night. Remember what I said, Ocho? I said, getting beat like this here?
Yeah.
I said, I want to be looking like, damn, I don't know.
I don't think I made the right decision as a head coach.
Glenn was a very popular coach prospect in January and landed with the Jets as a nostalgic move to return the former cornerback to his old team. Cool story, but this is starting to feel like Gerard Mayo in New England last season. Glenn is not safe. Ocho?
Hey, that hurt, huh? That hurt.
The difference is that he doesn't have a quarterback. They had Drake May. Who is the prospect, and are you going to go into the draft, get a quarterback? Because at the end of the day, I don't care who you bring in. As good as Mike Vrabel in Tennessee, as long as he's getting quality quarterback play, he was doing good.
Chance.
But when he wasn't getting quality quarterback play, and I think he's a phenomenal coach. But most phenomenal coaches have quality quarterbacks. Look at the quarterback. Look at the coaches that's in the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, they all had.
Most of them, except Joe Gibbs and Bill Parcells, guess what they had? Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Every coach that's in the Hall of Fame, other Joe Gibbs, Bill Parcells, had a Hall of Fame quarterback. So all this, Eric Glenn, look, the last couple of games he hadn't looked well. He didn't look good. Yesterday, and I look, having talked to owners and been around this thing for a long time, that's the last thing you don't want to look. Hey, not like that, Ocho. Yeah, not like this, because it looks like the team, and I'm not saying they did, because it's hard for me to conjure up saying it, but it looked like they mailed it in. 35-3, Ocho. At the half, quarterback threw 5 touchdowns. He had 2 incomplete passes. You got to go back a long time, 40, 50 years, to have somebody complete that many passes.
Be that efficient? Hey, that sucks. 1 year? Oh, we going to give you 1 year to see what you can do on a team that was already bad before you got here? That sucks.
They did Lovey like that. Remember the old Houston Texans coach? They did him like that. They did Steve Wilkes like that in Arizona. He had a bad quarterback. They lost, and guess what? They ended up drafting Kyler Murray and brought a new quarterback. Then brought Cliff Kingsbury into coaching. So this isn't uncharted territory.
This is not uncharted territory, but I wish owners would understand. It takes time. It takes time. Unless your timing is right and you get lucky. And you get lucky first. You ain't getting lucky unless you got a quarterback. You got to have a competent quarterback and be able to build around that.
You do. You absolutely do, Ocho, and I'm not gonna lie to you about that. You absolutely do. I think he needs at least another year, Ocho. You took his 2 best players on the defensive side of the football, and then you wonder why they're struggling. They thought they had the guy with Justin Fields. He's not it. And maybe he needs to go somewhere else. Maybe he's a Sam Darnold situation. We saw Sam Darnold with the Jets. We saw Sam Darnold in Carolina. Mm-hmm. We also saw Sam Darnold as a backup in San Fran. He looked okay, and then he got the job in Minnesota. Now he's still a turnover machine. Let's not lose sight of that, Ocho. He is a turnover machine.
Let it go.
But he looked better in Minnesota and in Seattle than he ever did look at the other previous stops. So maybe Justin Fields needs to go somewhere else. But I just
what quarterback has looked good with the Jets?
Not.
I'm just curious.
Pennington. Chad Pennington. We got to go back 22 decades.
Damn.
But Ocho, amid speculation that about his job security in Cleveland, Kevin Stefanski declined to get into specifics about the future when asked if he wishes to continue beyond this season as the Browns head coach. As you can imagine, my sole focus is on the game versus Cincinnati, but I would also tell you I'm privileged to have this job. This season, the Browns are 4-12, their fourth losing season under Stefanski, but he is a two-time coach of the year. Browns owner Jimmy Haslam called Watson trade a big swing and miss at the league annual meeting in March. He later said at the beginning of training camp that he wanted to give Stefanski and Barry time to rebuild the foundation of the roster after giving up so many assets for Watson. When Stefanski was asked if there has been any discussion or any indication from ownership on how it will move forward after the season, Stefanski said, "I understand the question, but I've never get into those type of discussions." Ocho?
Oh, so they wouldn't give him time.
We can say a lot. Let me set you up like this. We can say a lot about Jimmy Haslam. He's meddlesome. But you got to give him kudos. He swung for the fences with Deshaun. He gave up a king's ransom because we had never seen a quarterback this young, this healthy, become available. Now, after it happened, things started coming out. Okay, but let's just talk about the player on the field. We had never, ever in the history of the NFL seen a player so accomplished, so proven, become available that had no injury history. I mean, not that season. Like Drew Brees was available. He almost tore his shoulder off the bone. Peyton Manning had nerve damage. Tom Brady was in year 20. So we're talking about a guy that's in year 4, 26 years of age, and he's available. What says Ocho?
The fact that Mr. Haslam is willing to give, maybe because he's a two-time coach of the year. You got to update your resume every year. You got to update your resume every year.
I know.
So why are we willing to make speculations about Harbaugh, make speculations about Mike Tomlin, when Stefanski should be in the same boat? You should be ready to clean house and start over. You should be, because you're going to be right back in the same situation next year, and the year after that, and the year after that. He showed you what he can do. He's done as much as he can do. And if I'm not mistaken, like you just said, the last 4 seasons for the Browns have been losing seasons. With this one ending in 4-13, because they're not beating the Bengals next week. They not beat.
Boy, did they beat the Bengals, Ocho? What you do? What did they beat the Bengals? What you do?
I'm going to the game. I'm going to the last game.
Oh, you know what happened last time you went to the game?
They won. Every game we lost that game.
Boy, you know, Butter was clowning on y'all.
You're right. Yeah. But
But nah, the last game you went to the Dolphins. You went to the Guppies.
Yeah. Whooped them. We damn near put up 40. Matter of fact, they took Joe out the game.
Damn, look how you're talking about the Guppies. Y'all hear that, Guppies?
I didn't say anything about that. I'm just saying we put up 37.
You did say something about that. Say whoop. Put 40 up on him. Took Joe out the game.
This is what we finna do. This is what we finna do to the Browns. Like I'm gonna go to the last game as good luck. And we're gonna handle business. Myles Garrett, he not getting that sack. He's not getting that sack record on us. He's not. He's not gonna make history on us. That's not happening. Our offensive line, we got too much pride. We ain't going out like that. And we not going to double team them. And we not chipping shit.
I bet y'all double team it.
You want to bet something? I guarantee you we don't. Boy, Orlando Brown finna lock Myles Garrett up, man. Stop playing. We good.
Okay.
We good.
I think that there, Ocho, you need a quarterback. So you might as well just clean out everything. Feng shui. Everything. Everything must go.
Damn. Yard sale, huh?
That's what it. See what thing is, Ocho. That's what we used to call them a rummage sale because people would come and rummage through your stuff. But see that was derogatory. So we wanted to dress it up. We say an estate sale. That ain't no damn estate. That's a trailer house. That's a rummage sale. You're talking about some damn estate. That ain't no 20,000 square foot mansion and people got really nice dish that they sitting out there. If it's anything other than Myles Garrett and Fanning,
it's off limits. Oh, Denzel Ward is off limits too, huh?
Oh yeah. But I'm saying there are like three, like Fanning, Myles Garrett, and Denzel Ward.
You ain't touching.
Anything else, you can make me an offer.
Damn, that's crazy.
Because I think if you bring it in, it's hard for me to see a scenario, Ocho, and I think Shedeur has shown flashes, but it's just hard for me to see they're not going to get another quarterback. And if you're going to get another quarterback, Ocho, I mean, you don't let Stefanski coach Baker, you don't let him coach Deshaun, you let him coach Flacco, you let him coach Gabriel and Shedeur. I think it's time to turn it over to somebody else.
As a matter of fact, you can get even more, even though you say these off limits. Imagine what you can get if you were able to get Myles Garrett going or let him get up out of there, because you're not going to be any closer to winning anything with him than you are without him.
I agree, but here's the thing: do you trust them picking? Ocho, it don't do no good. That's like somebody having. We talked about this, Ocho. Somebody having $100 million but got bad habits. How soon is that money gonna be gone? Are you trusting them to pick? Even though if you got 2, 3 first-round draft picks, a couple of second-rounders, are you trusting them to pick the right guy?
And that's the hard part. You can pick the right guy, right? It's based off what you see on film. It's up to that guy. To pan out. It's up to them to develop develop those players coming in as rookies. Maybe the Browns have a development problem. Maybe that's the issue.
Maybe.
A development problem, because you're picking them high for a reason. There should be no reason that a player looks one way in college and you watch him on film and say, you know what, this player can help us. He can make us better. And all of a sudden they make it to the league, they make it to your team, and it don't work out. Huh? The problem is at home. Because Baker Mayfield went 1, and ever since he got where he belonged in the right situation, surrounded by the right supporting cast, he's been playing well.
Yeah. So that's Jimmy said that he wants to give Stefanski and he wants to give Andrew Berry a second chance, a chance to rebuild his roster after so much they gave up, and they did. They gave up a king's ransom. It made the Texans into what they are. Well, actually, Lovie Smith did that by winning that ball game.
Well, and you know what? If he's going to give Stefanski a chance to rebuild after giving away a king's ransom to get Deshaun, that would take another 3 years. That would take another 3 years.
Because, Ocho, it wasn't that they had all those picks, the Texans, it's that they nailed them.
Perfectly.
They used those picks to get a C.J. Stroud. They used that pick to trade back up and to get a C.J. Anderson. They got a Nico Collins. Will Anderson Jr. My bad. Who did I say?
You said C.J.
C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson Jr., and Nico Collins. So when you hit on those picks, the question is the Browns. I mean, you got to get a quarterback. And I believe, look, I think Shador has done some great things, but I do not believe the Browns are satisfied. I believe the Browns are going to try to go into the draft and get a quarterback if they can't find one in free agency.
Well, they can go into the draft, and the cycle is going to continue to repeat itself. I mean, that's not a knock on the players coming into the draft, but that's a knock on the Browns itself and being able to develop players. Because you've been through 237,000 quarterbacks, and none have panned out.
True. But when you think about it, Ocho, look at what Chicago did. Look at what they got. They parlayed that. They say, you know what? Hey, Carolina, y'all want a number one pick? Give us y'all number one pick next year. Oh, that's Caleb Williams. Now, we need to put some pieces around the quarterback. Let's make a trade for DJ. I tell you what, give us your first round. Hey, give us that pick. And by the way, we want DJ Moore. Let's start with that. So now, let's go get a Roma Doomsday. Let's go Luther Burton III. Let's draft Colston Loveland. And you know what? We got it. Our quarterback getting hit too much. Dahlman, Joe Thuney, Jackson. Step right up. Ta-da. You got to build. You look at what they did in Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, Jack Campbell. They trade Hawkinson, get Laporta, Jahmyr Gibbs. They make the trade. They bring in David Montgomery via free agency. They Terran Arnold, boy, he two hands. He's got to do better. He got to do better. Ocho with his hands. He got to do better with his hands. So it's gonna be interesting to see what the Browns do. That's gonna be the storyline. I think Indy's going to stay with their situation, so Daniel Jones is not going to be available. I'm trying to think. Malik Willis is going to be available. Is he? Look, what he's been able to do in Green Bay is phenomenal.
It's phenomenal, but you got to be careful. You got to be careful because what he did in Green Bay was phenomenal because of what he has around him.
True.
So if he goes somewhere else based on what you saw him do in Green Bay, if you're bringing him into your organization, do you have those same type of pieces? Do you have that same supporting cast?
I agree.
All that comes into play, which for some reason scouts and GMs and those who make the calls, they ignore that.
Yeah, because you look at what they gave. Look at what they gave Caleb Williams, Bryce Young. They took McMillan. They get Leggett, Jimmy Horn. They tried to bring in Adam Thielen, that they ended up moving on. They brought in Rico Dowdell to be able to run the football.
Hubbard.
You've got to get a guy weapons. So if you don't have any weapons, why are you bringing Malik Willis in? Or if you can bring him in, but are you going to bring weapons with him? Or are you going to go into free agencies like, hey, wide receiver, draft a couple of wide receivers? Because we had the gentleman on last night, Jalen Noel. He's like, man, hey, when they took Hutchinson, they took me off the board. Because now they got Hutchinson and they got Nico. What they need me for? And if I'm not mistaken, they got Christian Kirk. Because Tank Dale was injured. Now, maybe he comes back next year. We'll be interesting to see because that was a gruesome injury that he suffered. They took Higgins. I meant to say Higgins. But they got a Hutchinson too, right?
Yeah, they drafted him 2 years ago.
Okay. Well, he's probably thinking they got hit. Hold on. They drafted a receiver in Hutchinson. They got a Nico Collins, who's a Pro Bowl player. They just took my ex-teammate in Higgins. What the hell they need me for? And they got Christian Kirk. You can never have enough weapons. The last thing you want to do is run out.
And having them weapons is very important, knowing how to use them too. Knowing how to use them.
Hey, but even if you know how to use them, if you ain't got the right weapons, it don't matter.
That too.
I'm not. Man, y'all need to stop. Y'all just trying to start something. But it's anyway. Oh, you giving up on Shador?
Oh.
Let me ask you guys. Right now, any amount of money you bet, any amount of money that you do bet, would you willing to bet that the Browns do not take another quarterback, either in free agency or the draft? Yes or no? What money? How much money are you willing to bet to say no, they don't? Or y'all just want to talk ish? That's what I thought. There are not a whole lot of quarterbacks, unless you've proven, so they're going in the draft to get one, or they're going to get one in free agency. Unless you one of these top 10 quarterbacks, you a Dak Prescott, or you a Patrick Mahomes,
Joe, Josh.
Yeah,
Trevor
one of those.
Lawrence, Herbert.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think that the Las Vegas Raiders, are they going to get a quarterback? Yes or no? Arizona Cardinals, will they bring a quarterback in or draft a quarterback? Yes or no? Sometimes, like when you do an analyst job, sometimes you got to take emotions out of it. You got to take feelings out of it. Y'all just want to hold on to feeling, bro. I'm just telling you, I'm looking at it from a standpoint of an organization.
I don't even trust the organization, especially not.
Yeah, but people say, well, don't nobody care about the Raiders. How many people you think jumping up and down about the Browns? Do they care about the Browns or they care about Shador? Let's be real.
I like that.
So, what?
Just because you want Shador to be the starter doesn't mean the Browns are going to let Shador be the starter.
Yeah, it don't matter what I want. I own the team. See, if Ocho and I own the team, we can put in and play whoever we wanted to. Kind of like what Jerry does. We don't own a team. I hope y'all actually think Jimmy Haslam, Andrew Barrett, and Kevin Stefanski actually listen to us on Nightcap.
Yeah. Hey, our voice is loud now. They listen. They might not do what we say. Oh, but they hear us. Oh, they listen.
I need, like I said, if I had a team, then I get to pick and choose. Be realistic.
Hey, you know there's power in the tongue, huh?
What?
There's power in the tongue. You want a team?
Bro, Ocho, the cheapest team is the Cincinnati Bengals. They're valued at $5.5 billion. So 10% of that is $500 million. Where the hell are we coming? There's a reason why you don't see minority.
Hey, you don't know what God has planned for us.
Well, I hope he reveal it to me real soon.
Hey, it's always on his time. It's one thing about
Ocho. Ocho, I ain't interested in that. I don't really care about that, Ocho. I don't care about owning being. It'll be great. Yeah, it'll be great, man. You know Sharpe, man. You know Ocho and Sharpe. They're minority owners with the Dolphins or the Falcons or this or that. It's great to see Warwick Dunn. He's a minority owner with the Falcons. Great, love it. My brother plays in his golf tournament every year. Venus and Serena are minority owners with the Dolphins. It's great. But Ocho, man, you heard what that? They's like, well, as Eli wanted to be a minority owner with the what you call them. A minority is 10% or less.
No.
$1 billion.
He said no.
What player other than Michael Jordan can stand and say, go get a loan for $1 billion?
Damn, I just think about that.
$1 billion. That's what it takes. 10% of the Giants is $1 billion. Who got that kind of money?
Shoot. Hey, I know somebody we can go to.
Who?
You ever been to Sinaloa, Mexico?
No.
Yeah, I got a home.
I don't plan on going to Sinaloa,
I'm just
Mexico.
saying, I got a couple of homies. They got
or Cali, okay. Colombia.
Yeah. You asked me,
or Bogota.
You asked me, do I know anybody got $1 billion just sitting around? Yeah, I do. I don't know if they'll give it to us.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
Oh.
Maybe talk about y'all just throwing names out. Ain't nobody getting no $1 billion loan. $1 billion. Y'all understand $1 billion? $1 billion. With a B. Not 100 million, $1 billion.
Maybe people don't understand how much money that really is.
It's not. They don't. Beyonce in the billionaire club. But here's the thing. If you go get a loan for $1 billion, how you living? Because you got $1 billion, that's all your assets. That's not like Elon Musk worth $750 billion. Or Larry Ellison, or Brin, or Page.
Crazy.
Bezos, Zuckerberg.
I got a question now. If Elon Musk is worth that much, right? You know how you have your bank account apps on your phone? If he was to open up one of his accounts, how much you think sitting in there?
How much do I think he got liquid?
Yeah, liquid. Yes.
Maybe $1 billion. Because what he does is that he borrows against the stock that he has.
Hey,
then if he don't pay, they just take the stock and sell it.
Hey,
yeah, probably.
It's a very complex game that they play, and they play it very well.
Yeah, and that's what people do. They borrow against what they have. Man, if you don't pay it back, they just take it and sell it.
That's crazy. It works.
But hell, I hope Shador goes out there and throw for 400 on y'all.
On who?
Y'all. But that offensive line that he got protecting him.
And listen, Jordan Battle, DJ Turner. Maybe we not have Demetrius Knight.
Did you see that left tackle? Can you imagine if the left tackle for the Browns and the right guard for the Ravens was on the same team?
He that bad? The left tackle.
My thing is, I'm trying to figure out how he's been able to play in the league so long and be that bad. Yeah, he terrible.
Hey, left tackle is a very difficult position, huh?
Well, he should play guard, or center, or right tackle, or right guard.
Ooh, that's tough, man. It's a reason why the left tackle make the most money.
Yes, it is.
That blind side.
So, no. But we're going to win the lottery. We just going to keep playing the lottery. Yeah. We're going to let AI, Chat GPT pick our numbers. We're going to hit it. Because every time they have the lottery, Ocho, guess what? They got to miss the numbers we selected. All we got to do is be right one time. Every time they have a drawing, they got to miss the numbers that we selected. We just got to be right once.
It's going to happen.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think, what could we buy, Ocho?
What can who buy?
Us.
We finna go. We finna go buy up all type of real estate so we can just sit back and relax. Buy up a whole bunch of real estate.
I got to make an endowment to Savannah State first.
I'm making one to fam.
I got to make an endowment to Savannah State. We about to go to the Division II playoffs because we gonna get us a good old coach. We gonna get us somebody. We gonna get us somebody with a big name.
Hey,
What?
I'm just trying to think. If you win that kind of money, that type of lump sum, and
400 million, 500 million.
We've already had money and touched money, just not money of that too.
Yeah,
like that's different.
You know, I'm gonna go home and have all my family get together. We ain't been together since Granny passed in 2011.
Hey, that's one way to get them together without it being a funeral.
And promise them something, and get them country bums nothing when they come. Ocho, Sauce Gardner went off on his critics reacting to yesterday's game and a now deleted post. I'll go ahead and say real since nobody else will because it's me. I only have 32 targets. There are only 0 cornerbacks that had only 32 targets through 600 snaps. I only had 22 targets through 7 games. I don't get targeted as much as 99.8% of the other corners in the league. Only like 50% of those got completed. 2 touchdowns allowed. 1 was on a busted coverage. But at the beginning of the year, only 208 yards allowed all year. Some receivers go for 100 in one game. And I'm missing something? Am I missing something? Also, in my opinion, having a cornerback that take away half the field is the equivalent of having a nice QB. Ocho, what's going on? What's Sauce talking about? What's really going on with Sauce?
When we talk about some of the better corners in the league, I think his name needs to be in the conversation because I think he played in New York. He's seen more. He's seen more and always highlighted more since his rookie season. I think he had. I can't remember how many receptions he had his rookie season, but they have dipped off. But he's still a very, very, very good man-to-man corner, and he can take away a team's best receiver, and he does follow the number 1 receiver, side to side wherever he goes. I think still to this day, he needs to be in that top 5 conversation of one of the better DBs in the league. When you look at the numbers, don't say you don't like him for whatever reason it may be. Sometimes he can be a little handsy. Sometimes he can get a call. But he's still a lockdown corner in man-to-man in today's NFL. If you break down the numbers, don't just say you don't like him and just say, oh, he gets toasted or he gets beat. No, let's break down the numbers and compare it to the other good DBs in the NFL, and then you will see he is a top corner still. And he doesn't get targets, so he's not going to have the interceptions that some other players have.
No, he don't have hands. That's why he don't have interceptions. he can't catch. But I think I just don't. When I look at him, Ocho, I look at him his first year and his second year, and I don't see that same effectiveness. Now, that's not to say that he's not, and maybe that's as high as good as it gets, because Revis was good, but that 2009 season was out of this world. So if you compare him against his best, then what are we doing? And so maybe Saul set the bar so high and so unrealistic that was something that he was never going to be able to maintain for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years.
And also for DBs, based on the way the public, those who enjoy watching the game, fans that love watching the game, they just look at numbers, interception. But if you're not getting the opportunities to make the plays, there's really nothing he as a DB can do. And I think you have a DB like Sauce, which is why they gave two first rounders for him, because I understand not only are we all in, we believe he can take one side of the field away from us, and we can do that much more exotically, defensively with everybody else.
Yeah. But that's the thing that's the expectation that he came in and was so good his rookie season.
And they tried him his rookie season too. They kept throwing at him.
Yeah.
He kept picking them things off like a booker.
And he new coordinators, I mean, are they still playing him the same style? The thing is that Revis was in that Rex Ryan defense. Very aggressive, a lot of man-to-man coverage. Even Coach Belichick, when he got him, put him in man coverage. Because he's not his own corner. He likes to be handsy. You look at him when he was at Tampa, even though I think, didn't he tear his knee at Tampa? I think that's where he got hurt.
I didn't know he got hurt. He tore his ACL?
Yeah, he was at Tampa.
Yeah, I know he's at Tampa. I didn't know he tore his. I didn't know he messed up his.
Isn't that where he tore his ACL?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Man, look, when people talk about the top corners, they talk about PS2, they talk about Stingley, they talk about Gonzalez, they talk about P2, Junior,
Ward,
Gonzalez,
Jalen Johnson.
He was hurt.
Yeah, but he is that boy.
I'm trying to think, who's the NFC corners?
J.C. Horn belongs in the conversations as well. Keon Mitchell belongs in that conversation as well. Sauce belongs in that conversation as well. When we talk about the better corners.
Oh, yeah, Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, and who's the other? Is AJ Terrell? Did AJ Terrell make it? We know Mitchell and DeJean are two. I don't know who the other is. Is it J.C. Horn? But hey, bro, that thing is ever evolving. It's hard to stay at the top for a period of time, man. Because them jokers coming.
Absolutely.
It's hard.
Absolutely.
Two starters are Horn and Spoon, and then Gene and Kenyon Mitchell.
Okay. Oh yeah, Spoon. Spoon from
the
Seattle.
nickel, red 21.
Yeah, Spoon and J.C. Horn.
Tyreek, well, hell, if that's good, we might well throw Tyreek Woolen in there too.
Denzel Ward. We forgot about him. So the names, you go Denzel Ward, you go Pat Surtain, you go Stingley, you go Gonzalez,
J.C. Horn as well.
Horn, you go Mitchell, you go DeJean, you go AJ Terrell, bruh. When you get injured.
For the AFC, Stingley and Surtain are the
Starters.
And Gonzalez and Ward.
Right. Jadeveon Clowney has had a solid first season in Dallas, and now the Cowboys are hoping to bring the veteran defensive end back in free agency. Stephen Jones said the team absolutely wants to resign Jadeveon in free agency. He's played at a very high level. We'll be talking to his guy right away. Hopefully, willingness to want to be here and wanting him to be here. Hopefully, we can figure something out. Clowney signed a 1-year deal for $3.5 million with the Cowboys in September after going unsigned this offseason, playing the first 4 games the team in week 4, his first game in week 4. In 12 games, the former number 1 overall pick has logged 35 tackles, 5.5 sacks, and 3 passes defended. Yeah. He gonna come back and say, hey, give me, hey, look, I led the team in sacks, put some incentives in there. Give me give me $5 million. Let me, if I lead the team in sacks, if I get 10 sacks, let me get a million, something like that, Ocho. Because you're in Dallas, there ain't no state taxes, so you keep it, you keep it a large chunk of your money.
Yeah, give me.
You keep it about $630,000 off every million. I don't mean to count the man's pockets, but I'm just saying.
Give me about the. Let me get an opportunity to get about 6 or 7 million in incentives. Yeah, give me that. Give me that. I could work with that.
Ocho, Anthony Joshua, the 2-time former world champion, heavyweight boxing champ, was hospitalized in stable condition Monday after being involved in a car crash in Nigeria that killed 2 people who were close friends and team members that were in the car, his promoter said. Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing, said that Joshua sustained injuries in the accident and was taken to a hospital for check and treatment and will remain there under observation. It named the members of its close friends, Senna Gammy and Latif Aaayyy as the two passengers who were tragically passed. Photos on social media showed Joshua being extracted from the wrecked vehicle while he was wincing in pain. If the story was being reported is that a tire blew out and the driver lost control and it hit a parked car. It ended up hitting a parked car, Ocho. So I'm assuming because I think they said Joshua was in the back, and I guess the people that passed were in the front.
No, the passenger and the passenger.
But behind. Oh wow! So he's behind the driver.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Thoughts and prayers go out to the families and loved ones that's impacted by this. Hopefully Anthony Joshua is okay.
Hey, Uncle, life is so fickle, man.
Boy, you don't know, Ocho. So you don't know.
What you always say? That's the one appointment you can't what?
You can't reschedule it, Ocho. And the thing is, we don't know. We don't know when that appointment is scheduled. We don't know where it's scheduled. Ocho, time for the Player Fade Prize Picks, presented by Prize Picks. All right, Ocho, this is from the Ohio State-Miami quarterfinal game. Carnell Tate to have one touchdown in this game. Will he have one rushing or receiving?
One receiving, yeah.
Okay. Carson Beck, he will have at least one passing touchdown.
Yeah, because Malachi Tony gonna score. Yeah. What we talking about?
Jeremiah Smith will have 81 receiving yards. More or less.
Ooh, that's a good one. As great as he is. I think so. I think so. It's so funny. You got to think everybody Jeremiah Smith playing against in this game coming up on Wednesday. Oh, the game Wednesday or Saturday?
Thursday.
Oh, Thursday?
It's Wednesday. Wednesday's the first. Wednesday. That's the first. Wednesday's the first. Oh, I thought it was the first. I thought they played on the first. They played the 31st. Okay. But there is a game on the first too.
Yeah,
though, right?
Texas A&M play in Miami.
Is there a Thursday night NFL game? No.
Nah.
Okay. Texas A&M ain't playing nobody. Texas A&M
I'm sorry, Texas Tech.
Okay.
Yeah, they playing Oregon, right? In Miami. Yeah.
Yep. So you got Jeremiah Smith having 81 yards?
Yeah. Yeah, he should be able to get 81. It's so funny. It's so funny, Unc, when you think about it. All them boys Jeremiah Smith going against, they all been playing against each other since Pop Warner. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's crazy.
So, okay, we're going to go more. Malachi Tony, more than 11 yards rushing. What?
Come on now. We talk about baby Jesus. When you win the game, he gonna be the reason why you won the game.
Whew.
Hey, Unc.
10 rush yards. The only one I'm kind of apprehensive about is Carson Beck.
Wait, him throwing one TD?
Yeah, against Ohio State defense. He's more apt to throw 2 picks than 1 touchdown.
Man, have you been watching our receivers?
Have you been watching Ohio State?
Yeah.
That D-line?
Yeah. And have you been watching the receivers for the University of Miami?
Bro, you scored 10 points against A&M. Stop.
Hold on.
You make it seem like I was going up and down the field.
Okay. Hey, keep the same energy. Keep that same energy. You heard of Malachi Tony? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you'll see.
How you gonna get him the ball?
He gonna get the ball. Don't worry about that.
You see all those first round draft picks they got down there? D linemen, linebackers. They got the number 1 rated linebacker. They got the number 1 rated safety. They got a top D lineman, Two top D linemen.
And you think them boys at UM see that? We don't see that. But we blind to the fact. We'll pick.
Man, Louisville got 4 picks on y'all.
I mean, it's not. I didn't go to UM. I'm just saying I'm from Miami, so I'm supporting the boys. Against Ohio State.
You ain't out there playing. That's the only way you can support them.
I got you.
You go catch some touchdowns. So you said Malachi Tony gonna have 11 yards?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go Carnell Tate, Moore, Carson Beck, Les, Jeremiah Smith, Moore, Malachi Tony, Moore. You better hit.
Yeah.
$25 to win $150. Download the app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. All right, we'll get you out of here on this. It's time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q and A.
Hey, Unc. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, what do you call a guy with a rubber toe?
What do you call a guy with a rubber toe? A rubber toe. I don't know what you call it.
Roberto.
Lord have mercy. Kipper Norwood Jr. said, I enjoyed watching the Elway documentary today. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Like I said, I got an opportunity to sit down with Seven on last week, and it's coming out Wednesday. So I'm extremely excited about that. It's been a while since I actually got an opportunity to see him, but he was in good spirits. It's good to see him. It was also good to get back, and I didn't really see anybody because we were at the stadium. They were practicing because they had the Christmas Day game, Ocho. So originally we were scheduled to shoot at the facility, but they moved it. Went up going to the stadium, which was great. So I appreciate the Broncos letting us to have the facility to shoot this. So appreciate it. The Sean Show, Unc Ocho. If y'all were on the 0-16 Lions or Browns, could y'all have got them a win? No. Absolutely not, because quarterback play was that bad. It's hard to overcome bad quarterback play. Counselor at large, Niner gang, bang, bang. Faithful, baby. Y'all look good. Moonlight right, Derrick Henry for MVP. Where would the Ravens be without him? Bro, for a running back to get that MVP, he's going to have to break Edie's record and LT's touchdown record.
Yep, that means he'll have to have what? 2,000 something yards, 32 touchdowns.
Over 2,100 and 32 touchdowns. And then pray somebody doesn't break Peyton Manning's record that same year. Trade Newsome 68. How long does it take for NFL road teams to leave the stadium after the game? Ocho, do you have a joke for us tonight? Or Ocho told you a joke. Normally, they try to leave once the game ends. They try to be after the game and on their way from the stadium 1 hour after the game. One hour.
Yeah.
Or they'll leave you. I'm telling you, they will. Tanaja 1367. Lions should trade Jerry Goff for Lamar Jackson. Why would the Ravens do that?
Nah. Wait, that changes your offense completely.
Hellbell OG, y'all stay with me. T. Higgins with the Chiefs or the Bills?
Shoot. Either one, he cutting up. Either one.
You think he leaving?
No, I don't think he's leaving. Absolutely not. But I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, if the opportunity presents itself, I mean, he go over there with Josh Allen, you already know what's gonna happen. Hell, he go over there with Patrick Mahomes when he comes back.
Oh my goodness.
Woof. That's a win-win either way you go.
Philly talk with PA. Unc literally just made an argument for Jalen Hurts and how every great quarterback has had talent around him to win. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, absolutely. What you want? I don't know what you want me to say. Bass for Zion, BMO. What do Foles did? I don't know. Can do what Foles did in Philly. Play the backup and smash mouth as far as Henry can take you. Smash mouth keeps you winning no matter who injured. Good example, run the ball, old school offense, power downhill with fullback, 14 personnel. You mean 12 personnel or 13 personnel? I'm assuming he's saying 2 tights or 3 tights. I've never heard of 14 personnel, but okay.
I don't know if you're gonna run your way to a championship.
No, I guess they're just talking about the game Saturday against Sunday night against the Steelers, the Ravens. The Florida man, Unc, what are your thoughts on the Rose Bowl and your prediction? Oh, that's Alabama and Indiana, right? That's the Rose Bowl.
That's gonna be.
Man,
That's gonna be a good game.
I sure hope Ty Simpson and Ryan Williams, boy. I sure hope we can get a Ryan Williams sighting. Man, I really want Alabama to win, but I think Indiana's the best team in the country. I do. Indiana by a field goal. Amarion NJ, can you do a joke about a guy who used to talk like a robot? That joke have me crying.
We talking about what's the name? Leo. Hey, that's boy. When you told that story, boy, I was in tears.
Man, I need to call Pastor Ford and ask because he would know.
Oh, Leo.
Ocho, you got any of your teammates that are pastors?
The person that might be a pastor would be Reggie Kelly. Reggie Kelly. If there's anyone that would be a pastor now, be Reggie Kelly. I'm not sure if he went into ministry, but he's the only one I can think of close to it.
Too. Yeah, I got a couple homeboys from college that went to the ministry. Old school 513 Cincy, Unc Ocho. What do you think about the Saints' future? Shook has been really impressive, and along with Olave, they got a bright future. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with Tyler Shook. I actually am, Ocho. He's 5-3 in his 8 starts, and he's gotten better and better and better. He's throwing the ball. He's got quality receivers. Chris Olave, Juwan Johnson, they're playing really well. I do think he comes back. I don't think they're going to go in the draft and get a quarterback. I think Kellen Moore believes in him. I think they're going to go in there and probably get a running back. I can see them doing that. Defensively, they keep trying to get Cam Jordan up out of there, but he just keep putting up numbers. Same thing with DeMario Davis. I love Chase Young on the side. I don't really know a whole lot about their secondary, but Tyler Shook, I'm impressed with Tyler Shook. Enough. I'm absolutely impressed.
Yeah, he has done enough where he's answered the question at the quarterback position. Obviously, it was a toss-up in the offseason through training camp with him and Spencer Rattler. But once he got his opportunity, like you said, he's 5-3 in his last 8 starts, and he probably is the quarterback for the foreseeable future.
Chad Harvey, have you ever thought about being a GM? You mean good morning? No. One Mari _ Shannon, you know you're supposed to have been a tight ends coach in college or the NFL by now. Start with Savannah State. Absolutely not. I ain't want to be no coach. I don't have the patience. Nelly Belly 8, listen here. Mike Tomlin better keep that job. Well, he better win. Quentin Mays 1089, talking like a ref in that pew pew league. What league, bro? 828 Styles, sub been a Steelers fan since 72. Mike T is the biggest fraud in Steelers history. He always lives in his fears. He allowed teams to dictate how his team play. Only thing he cares about is going 9-8 and Tomlinson's. He's a jag. What says Ocho?
Nah. I don't know about a jag. He's a Super Bowl winning coach, huh?
He is a Super Bowl winning coach, yeah. Ocho.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard to get back there, you know. Obviously, you didn't want to piss Ben Roethlisberger off when he was in a decline, and you decided not to get a quarterback. And you've been struggling.
Well, that's what you got to do. You got to make tough. Ocho, you're the coach. You got to make tough decisions.
You have to, but they didn't. They didn't do it, and so they
pay it for it now.
They've been in purgatory ever since.
No, Blake. The media vilifies players over contract. If coaches' salaries counted, agents, the cap, would they see the same vilifications? No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. For whatever reasons, people see, man, I could be an athlete. Most people don't think they could be a coach. I don't know what it is about an athlete, something about an athlete, that people, they don't get, if, let's just say the highest paid, Dak Prescott makes $60 million. If somebody's willing to pay you $60 million, how much do you think they're making? Has that ever crossed your, but it don't cross their mind. It don't even cross their mind. So if you're paying Dak $60 million, CD $34 million, you got 2 D tackles making 3 D tackles making $20 million, you got Trayvon Diggs making $19 million. Well, how much is the owner making to be able to pay those salaries? And along with the other salaries, and the coach's salary, and the people in the stadium salaries, and the front office salary, and the secretary's salary, and HR salary. But I don't know what it is. Billionaires, and not just owners, billionaires have done a great job of tricking people. And they're like, no, don't worry about us. It's them that's greedy. It's the players that's greedy. We're not greedy. Even though we ask you to give us $2-3 billion to build a stadium, it's not us. Not us. We're not greedy. Yeah, we worth 15, 20, 30, 40 billion dollars, but hey, we could use a little of your tax.
Yeah, that's it. You know, I got my mega yacht sitting out there that costs $300 million.
Man, why such a? They don't look at that. Go back, do a study, pull up how many owners have yachts. Ethan Carr, Unc Ocho, I think Pickens is the closest thing to T.O. since T.O.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No. T.O. is in a class of his own. T.O. is in a class with Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, and that it's those three, and then there's everybody else. No, don't do that.
Star_tutor, I concur. Shador is going in for the win. I sure hope he can get it. Nothing would make me happier than Shador winning on Sunday.
Against who, the Bengals?
I just said I don't know who he's playing against, Ocho. I just said I want him to win. That's all I said, Ocho.
But I mean, you know the Browns playing the Bengals, and I already told you. Listen, I'm going to go to the last game, and you know, anytime I go to the last game, you know my Bengals win, and it's not gonna happen. I like the Browns. I love Shador. You know, I love Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward, but they're not winning that last game.
I just want that. Look, Shador played well, and Myles Garrett get that sack, I don't care
he
what
ain't getting that sack. I can tell you that now.
He getting that sack.
Not.
QS54, Unc Ocho, my wife and I are expecting our first child. What advice can you give us for the first-time parent? And what do you wish you knew sooner? Appreciate the show. First of all, congratulations. Ocho, what's first time? What's some
Well, the first thing I would tell you, if you're for first-time parent, you only having one. Even numbers are bad luck. I mean, odd numbers are bad luck. So as soon as you give birth, you get back in there, and you need two. Let's start there. You need two. Outside of that, anything that I would know, everything at that point, once I had kids, everything is and for and about them. Everything I do. Everything. And you'll understand that everything changes, especially when you have girls.
True. Very, very true. Bro, it's trial and error. They done written 1,000 books, but they writing books, how to parents, they don't have your child.
Come on now.
They don't have your experience. I mean, some people, kids sleep through the night. Some people, kids don't sleep at all. Some people, kids don't have no issues. Some people, kids have a rough upbringing. It's bro, different. Enjoy the experience, because that's what you're about to have, an experience. Enjoy that. Quentin Mays, 1089. Have you seen the new Madden movie trailer? Might see it, Unc. I did. Nicolas Cage is John Madden, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I saw that. I might check it out. Hunger Taker, yo, Unc Ocho, big fan. Don't watch live often, but I'm here. My question is, what concerns do you have for each team in the NFL playoffs? I mean, because it's one game. Anything, a bad game, a bounce, a throw here, throw there, a fumble, interception, missed call, a call, a phantom call, it's over.
Every play counts. Every play counts.
Yes.
There's no room for error.
Yes, it's finality. Lee Mason -12s. Ocho trying to turn Unc into Swiss cheese by going to Sinaloa asking for a loan. I ain't going to Sinaloa.
Now I'm good. I'm good. I'm good in Sinaloa. I got a place out there. I got a place in Juarez, Mexico too. I don't think people understand. I have dual citizenship. The people in Mexico, they love me. Not just the people that are good, just the normal citizens, but even those that aren't really fond of.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Jacob Model 21, Unc Ocho, people are always asking who could stop y'all on the field. Can y'all name the great DCs and assistants that can scheme some things that make y'all get
Dick
nothing?
LeBeau.
Look,
Dick LeBeau with the Steelers. Marvin Lewis when he was with the Ravens.
Ocho, anybody can get stopped if you're willing to junk your defense or your offense to stop them. If I want to stop you bad enough, I can, but I'm going to compromise something. How bad do I want to compromise myself just to prove a point to make it difficult for you? So, I'm trying to think, who did I play against? Man, it's been so long, I don't remember the defensive coordinator that I played against. Whatever they came up with, it didn't work. Eric Hill, can fantasy league teams, the Trolls, get a shout out for winning the championship, year of the Troll? Well, congratulations, fantasy. Y'all won the championship. I don't know who y'all had. Somebody got 50 points. Who got all them points? Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry had a bunch of damn points. Derrick Henry had 2 touchdowns, 216 yards. How many fantasy points did D. Henry have? Yeah. That concludes this episode of Nightcap as you watch the Atlanta Falcons move to 7-9 with thanks to a 27-24 victory over the Rams. They got out to a 21-0 lead, extended it 24-3. Falcons came all the way back to tie it, only to see Zane Gonzalez kick a 51-yard field goal with about 30 seconds left in the ball game, and that was the difference in the ball game. The Falcons win 27-24. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm your favorite Unc. That is my partner and co-host, Liberty City's own Bengals Ring of Fame honoree, a former Pro Bowler, an All-Pro. He's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. You want to say something?
I got one more joke.
What you got?
How do you make an idiot say how?
I ain't gonna say it. You can't get me, Ocho. You thought you were gonna get me? You thought you were gonna get O'Shea? Come on now. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button. And do us a favor, go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you guys for your support and your continued support. Those looking to purchase a bottle of Shea by Laportier, and you cannot find it in a state or city near you, head to LaportierCognac.com to grab you a bottle. We have the OG, the 750, but we also now have the 375. The same great quality, same great taste, the same smoothness. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Go follow my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. That link is pinned in the chat. Again, the Atlanta Falcons win by the score of 27-24 thanks to a 51-yard field goal by Zane Gonzalez. Thank you guys for joining us. We're off tomorrow night, but we're back on Wednesday night for college football playoffs. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We're out. Peace.